Hey man, what's good, y'all? So tonight, WWE Day 1, January 1st, 2024. New year for WWE, new year for all of us. And man, a lot of stuff happened on this show. You know, this is definitely a great way to start not just the year, but obviously the week for WWE. They got a lot of stuff going on this week. New Year's Evil for NXT. They got little specials on the Peacock app and YouTube pages. And obviously, you can't forget Friday Night SmackDown, New Year's Revolution. But we kicked the show off with Nia Jax and Becky Lynch, and they were hyping this up like crazy. Obviously, so with the story being implemented, this was actually a really good match. And it just goes to show you with Becky Lynch, man, how she is. But it's crazy. Like this is probably, and I'm not even lying, like probably one of the best Nia Jax matches I've seen in a long time. Like I can't remember like watching a Nia Jax match and being like, wow, that was actually really good. But her and Becky, I thought, put on a really nice opener. But Nia won. Nia won the match, which was like, whoa. So she definitely got that heel heat. If I'm being honest with you, I don't think this is the blow off. I mean, I don't think this is the end. I feel like they could very well continue this, especially as we head into the Royal Rumble. I just don't necessarily see Becky losing this feud unless they were really prepping Nia up to go after the title. But even that, with Rhea in town, I don't really see that happening either. So I guess we'll have to wait and see. But really good opener as far as tonight goes. And got to send out condolences, man, to Giovanni Vinci. This was the tag match, Kofi Jey Uso versus Imperium. But Kofi went for a drop kick. He drop kicked Giovanni. His head hit the mat hard, and the ref had to call it how to go. And the ref had to call the match, and hopefully Giovanni, hopefully he's good, man. Obviously you never want to see any wrestler get hurt. Regardless of what position they are in the card, regardless of what character they're playing. The whole 9 yards. But hey, it sucks, and I can't really give a rating for this match. I can't you guys a rating for this match considering what went down. So I'm glad that they did that. I'm glad they stopped the match. The health and wellness being of the superstars comes first, as always. Miz TV was with Judgment Day, but R-Truth came out, so you already knew this was about to be funny. And then you brought JD McDonough and freaking Dominic, and again, it's so funny. Dominic is so hated that he's getting booed in his own hometown. They were in San Diego tonight, and this is Ray's hometown, and Dominic's getting booed. It's crazy. But you know where this was heading to. You know where this was leading to. The tag match, the reuniting of Awesome Truth, The Miz, and R-Truth taking on Judgment Day, JD McGoogle Me, and Dirty Dom. And this solid tag match. Awesome Truth won the match. R-Truth still thinking he in the Judgment Day. And what was funny about this match was, again, R-Truth was like, he kept trying to tag in Dominic and then JD, and they're like, and even Miz was like, dude, like, what the hell are you doing? Like, you're like, we're tag partners, man. Like, R-Truth is national treasure, man. He's funny. Like, oh my goodness, man. Like, just legend. Okay. We had a women's match, man. This was Rhea Ripley versus Ivy Nile for the women's championship. I really like the story they played in this match. Obviously, Ivy Nile starting out the upstart, as Michael Cole would call it, and yeah, I mean, just you knew she wasn't gonna beat Rhea, but she definitely gave Rhea something. And I actually thought this was a solid match. I thought Ivy Nile showed out really well, and she keeps this up, man, which I do think she is. She could definitely be one of the most future promising acts of the division, but tonight wasn't her night. Obviously, it's still Rhea's night. Like, there's nothing more I can really say, but I thought both parties did really well for this match. So they've been teasing it. They've been talking about it. They've been saying about the former WWE champion, who's showing up, who's showing up. Jinder Mahal came out, which was funny. It was funny. Jinder cut a anti-USA promo. He mentioned the people. I kind of already knew, okay, it's got to be The Rock or something. It's got to be The Rock. It's got to be The Rock because The Rock was at the football game earlier, and there was a photo. Nick Khan was there, so I was like, okay, he definitely showing up tonight, and he is. Here he is, live and in living color, The Rock, and it was a little funny segment. It's The Rock. I mean, it was entertaining. Like, it was entertaining. So there was one thing that The Rock said that everybody went crazy over, obviously, that the commentary definitely alluded to. The Rock was talking about he's going to go to San Diego, he's going to eat. Should I sit at the bar? Should I sit at the booth? Or should I sit at the head of the table? And, I'm going to go ahead and just say it. And you guys know, or if you don't know, I've said that The Rock and Roman at WrestleMania, that ship has sailed a very long time ago. And, the only way, in this logical sense, the only way that they're going to do this, where you do The Rock and Roman, but you still have Cody and Roman potentially setting up Cody finishing the story, you do Rock and Roman at the Chamber. The Elimination Chamber is in Australia. With the way things are going, they're talking 70,000 people. Like, they're trying to set the Elimination Chamber up as a big show. It was a big show last year, so they're trying to go all out this year. So you do The Rock and Roman at the Elimination Chamber, and you do Cody and Roman at Mania. Because respectfully, and this is just respectfully, like, and then you can also throw in the fact The Rock and Roman doesn't need a championship title. Like, what benefit does The Rock gain from winning the championship, let alone competing for the title? But nonetheless, he's facing his cousin, Roman Reigns, Rock. That's a big time match in and of itself. And I just feel like them doing it at the Chamber would be a win-win situation, because you do that and then you have Cody win the Chamber, and potentially, if they do it, which with the way things are going, I think they should just go that route, have Cody and Roman too at Mania. Cody potentially finishes the story. We still get The Rock and Roman. Everybody wins. It's not a situation where, like, oh man, like they should, oh man, why didn't they do that? Why didn't they do this? Because it's like, if you do Rock and Roman for the title at Mania, it's just going to be like with Cody. Well, what the hell do you even do with Cody for Mania? And it's just like, what about, again, like the whole finishing the story? Like, I get, because again, people were saying, well, it should take place at Mania because it's a Mania match, which is true. Like, Rock and Roman is a big time Mania match. So at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, when the dust settle clears, and I don't want to get too long in this video, but we'll just have to wait and see. And I know I say that a lot on the channel, but it's going to be really interesting to see what the WWE does in terms of this. But with the way I see it, like if I was the booker or the head writer, whatever, I would just have The Rock and Roman at the Chamber, and then do Roman and Cody too at Mania, if I'm being honest. Because again, regardless, like, you could do The Rock and Roman on SmackDown. Roman is beating The Rock, you know what I mean? And especially if he does it at Mania, he retains the title, potentially passes Hogan, because if he retains at Mania, he's definitely going to pass Hogan, because that's next on the list of the people he needs to pass. So that's how I feel about it. Let's move on. Like I said, I think we're getting a little too long in the video. If we are, I apologize. But we had a tag match. They announced Cody. I know Cody cut a promo early in the night, so I think we are getting Cody and Shinsuke next week. But Drew McIntyre and Seth freaking Rollins was for the World Heavyweight title. This was our main event match. This was really good. This was a really good main event. And Damian Priest, he tried to get involved. He tried to cash in his Money in the Bank contract. Failed. I do think that when it comes, Damian might just end up failing the cash in, but or he might not. I don't know. But Drew didn't win, so like Rollins said, Drew, you got nobody but to blame but yourself. And like I said, man, this is an overall really good episode of Monday Night Raw, and really, really great start to the new year. So yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed my Raw review, and yeah.